So for anybody who watched that video way back, the podcast with Blueby, where we went to Tadcaster Viaduct and we effectively talked about YouTube, well, there was another half of that where effectively Blueby was hosting that. Well, I've decided to release it on my channel because unfortunately, due to some other problems, we've not managed to get it out on that channel. So I thought I'd give you a little treat, show you that on this channel, and I hope you enjoy it. I'll see you then.
So Oscar, what made you restart YouTube after so long, and you got any specific reasons or motives to do so?
Yeah, because back in 2017, I started YouTube just as in I uploaded a video, and I went through a long process. I did all sorts of gaming videos, from crappy Android games to Calibre, which was essentially a really fun project. It was gaming, but then I realised that I wanted to create content that I enjoyed creating, because I loved editing and I loved filming. But the problem the bit that I didn't like was I essentially didn't like gaming. And I was very bad at gaming, and this was something that was supposed to be a bit of fun. I wasn't making money or anything like that. I didn't want to do this for life if I was going to do it for life, and as a hobby I didn't enjoy it. So that's where I decided in September I'll just restart the channel, and I'll call it me, Oscair Brady. There's no special names, there's no special tags or anything. It is me. I'm Oscair Brady, and that's where I decided to restart the channel just as my own. So if you are restarting a channel, really consider what you like doing and what you enjoy doing. If you don't like editing, do videos that don't require so much editing. Editing's so important, but at the same time, it's so important to to enjoy what you do. So I didn't enjoy gaming, so I decided to change it, and I'm really enjoying my channel now. So that's it, really.
Wonderful, lovely answers. So how's the channel been so far for you since you rebranded it back in October-November time?
Yeah. So this is another thing for a lot of people, is if you've got, let's say, local artists in the area who maybe want to get their names heard around, people who essentially are good with art and graphics, because I'm not amazing at art and graphics. I can tell you that right now. I can edit bits and bobs together, but for example, arts and graphics and transitions and stuff like that, logos, I'm not 100% amazing at it. I can just about do it, but not amazing. So what I would say is, do get your local artists, do get people who, let's say, are a bit smaller, and ask them if they could just create a few templates, create a few kind of things to put on your thumbnails. Don't completely rely on them. I've got a very simple template. If you look at my thumbnails, you'll see the small little bit at the bottom. You know the part. It's like the light blue, and that's what I use. That's what I use to essentially. I just slap that into a thumbnail, and I create my custom thumbnail the way I want to through Canva. And it's so useful to have that, because it gives your channel that desired look. It's like that. Here's my channel. It's an entire product with one look. It's not always all over the shape with thumbnails that look completely different to each other, compared to the previous video and the previous video after that. So ever since the rebrand, I think it's been a massive progress with how professional my channel looks, and it's something that I want to stay with. I want to stay with that template for a long time. I don't really want to change it or anything. That's another important thing, is fix on a template that you want to when it comes to graphic design and all that, and stick with it. Keep going with it. Find something that you like and stick with it.
It's really important, isn't it, with thumbnails? They're the thing that people see most often. They often see that before the title.
I was reading this on Twitter literally this morning at the bus station. Don't focus on your thumbnail last, because that's the first thing that your viewers will see. And that's so important. And so I do it. I do it myself. But it's so important that when you do focus on thumbnail, it's okay to focus on it last, I would say, but you need to focus on it. You actually need to try and really optimize that thumbnail to be the best it can possibly be.
Brilliant. So you recently created a shorts channel with the shorts beta feature on YouTube popping off with, for example, you put up an Among Us video and overnight got 47,000 views.
Yeah, it did.
Would you suggest that a new channel sort of go down that direction first, or would you suggest they build up their main channel, put a few videos on there, and then branch out to a shorts?
Well, the shorts has been a massive investigation for me.
Yeah.
I think we can all agree, for a lot of people it's been a bit of an investigation period, a bit of just a trial and see how things are working and whether shorts work or not. What I can tell you is the subscriber count on a shorts channel makes no difference whatsoever. Absolutely no difference whatsoever. And the reason why subscribers are good, you got to remember that the YouTube AI, the algorithm, does not care how many subscribers you've got. The only reason subscribers are good is because your video will stay on that subscription page when you open YouTube. For example, when I'm not subscribed to people, I might see their content being constantly put on my homepage, for example, but after a month or two it might die off when I'm not watching the video so much. That's why subscribers are important. The problem with the shorts channel is people who are subscribed don't usually come back to the video, so you've got to keep your content constantly at a high, and you've also you've got to completely keep bombarding your content, whereas with a main channel you could upload maybe a video every week, or something like that. With a shorts channel you really ideally want to be doing it every day. It's definitely something I recommend to do on the side, but I would not do it as a main channel unless you want to either go big or go home. If you're going to do the shorts channel on its own, go big. Absolutely go big. It's so important to do that, and that's what I've learned in the past month or so.
I've noticed with my own shorts channel it's a bit hit and miss. You'll get ones that get, like yourself, 47,000 views, and then you'll post 6 or 7 more thinking my channel's grown so much, and you only get 6 to 10 views on them.
Exactly, and it's all about whether the original algorithm, the YouTube AI, picks it up and then sends it to what you call the short shelf. And it's that short shelf where essentially all the how would I put it, all the content happens. That's where it gets really all the views. You'll notice that if your video gets a lot of views, your short gets lots of views, if you go into analytics and find where it's come from, it'll mostly be from shorts. It'll say there'll be a thing called shorts, and that's where you get all those views from. So actually you need to get onto the short shelf first, and that's why if you're getting 2 or 3 views, it hasn't hit that short shelf. And it can come onto the short shelf, it could come off the short shelf, and it can come back onto the short shelf. It could be on the short shelf in a year's time. It could all of a sudden hit again. So you just don't know. It's unpredictable almost.
So with your channel, your main channel, Oscair Brady, what might be coming in the future for that? Do you see it as a more of a hobby than a business model, or something to get on the side once you get there?
Well, you sent me this question last night, and I decided that I'm going to make this announcement now. This is a hobby. This has always been a hobby. But what I'm saying is, if I don't get to 3 figures, 100 subscribers, by the end of this academic year, by the end of August, and if I don't get to 1,000 subscribers on the shorts, I'm stopping. Because it's a hobby. I really enjoyed doing it, but I don't want to, it to affect all my, university life and stuff like that. So if I don't hit 100 subscribers, I'll stop the main channel. If I don't hit 1,000 subscribers, I'll stop the shorts. I'll stop them depending on the channel. And that's not an incentive for you guys. That's just to tell me whether you guys are enjoying it or not, and whether I should keep going for your sake, not for my sake anymore. Because I won't mind either way. So that's the future for this. I definitely want to be doing more outdoor videos, because on YouTube Studio there's a thing called dots, and it's like a graph, views per time. You can see all your videos, and the ones that usually do better are the vlogs outdoors. Literally, I listened to that, and my first upload on the Viaduct series, it got 30 views within overnight, and compared to the usual 10 views, that's really good. So that's the future. More outdoor, and maybe ending in August. We'll see.
So do you think that these outdoor ones are what brings most people into your channel who aren't already subscribed?
According to YouTube Dots, yes. According to, and that's so important to check your analytics, to see what's going on, not just the views. The views are a good thing, but then you need to go more in depth, your audience retention, everything like that. How are people actually finding the video? 'Cause you could have loads of views and that could just be clickbait. That could just be your thumbnail doing a really good job. And then they're watching 10% of the video. And that, what's the point?
I think it's important to try and aim for at least 50% viewership rate.
50% audience retention is brilliant.
Because it's going to be difficult in the start. I found myself, and you probably did as well, to get people to watch more than about 30% of it.
We're in the age of flick TikTok.
Exactly.
You know, everyone flicks through TikTok straight away, and they literally, you've got to capture that person within 8 to 14 seconds.
You've only got a very short space of time
and
to
then,
do that.
Ideally, you want to tell them to subscribe right at the start and then right at the end, so that they might come back to your next video. So, it's a funny old one.
I think this is my final question for you, but for someone new to the YouTube scene, right? What are your tips and tricks in terms of how frequently they should upload content they should upload? Because I know you said before, if you don't enjoy uploading a certain thing, then try and go down a different avenue, because that will really show to people that you don't enjoy that, and your passion won't carry over for them, and then they won't want to subscribe.
That's so important, is do something you're passionate about. If you feel as though it's not passionate after the first few videos, stop doing it. Another thing is, when you're recording, never ever upload on the same night that you edit and render. Because what you might do is you might sleep on it, wake up and realize this is a really bad idea. Okay. That's probably one of the best quality checks on planet Earth, is always sleep on it before you release. And that's why I kind of schedule it, because I've got several weeks to think of sometimes. And the reason I schedule it is because my irregular lifestyle, with exam periods and stuff like that, I do it that way, in such a way that that I get a regular content kind of release on my channel. So, because YouTube never rests, your channel will never rest, and you might be uploading every 7 days. And the thing is, you might be creating a video on average every 4 to 5 days. That's usually what I am. But then you'll have the exam season and stuff like that, and seasons where you're just not feeling it and you want a break. So it's so important to take a break. For anybody who's new to YouTube, always take a break, but backlog some videos in such a way that your viewers actually know, your viewers that still have that content that's still coming up, because some aren't subscribed. You'll find that 50% of your viewers on average aren't subscribed. So you've got to keep your content sat on that homepage. And obviously, if you abandon it for a month or so, it won't appear on the homepage for them, and they won't view the video, and you just have to try and rebuild that back again. That's the sad thing.
That's what I found with mine, because I took a break, and I was thinking, it's not been that long since I haven't uploaded, and I checked the other day, and it's been over a month now since I uploaded a premium video. I think it's so important.
I was talking to Darth Sharpmate the other day, and he was saying exactly the same. It's like it's been so long. He's created so many uploads. He's uploaded them maybe every 2 or 3 days, and then nothing. So it's important to schedule. It's important to release the videos less often than you actually create them, because there's going to be a time when you're not going to create uploads. So that's so important.
I think scheduling is one of the most important things you can do as a YouTuber.
That's what I do. I'm a bit different with the way most YouTubers work. They usually publish right there on the spot, but I don't. And that's why I've got such a good schedule. I
mean, that's all my questions. Thank you, Oscair Brady, for being on
Thank you.
on my channel today. It's been lovely to have you a guest. I'll put a link in the description and on screen, probably like up here or up there, I don't know, somewhere. I'll put it in the card and you can go check him out. Subscribe to him, he's an awesome guy.
Alright.
Thank you very much,
Thank
guys.
you.
I'll see you in the next one.